Hello, welcome to Africa's #1 ICT show on television. I'm Don Pedro Agambi, and today we have an incredible show for you. Stay with us.
Police is corrupt, the customs are corrupt, the civil servants are corrupt, the business people are corrupt, so everybody's corrupt. So how do you get out of all this mess? Leadership.
Just in case you've just joined us, you're watching Tech Africa right here on your station. Coming up now is Tech News. All right, it's still your multiple award-winning tech show on television. Coming up now is our tech personality of the week, and today we give you one of Nigeria's finest ICT personalities. Yele Okeremi is the MD of PSF. Stay with us.
Well, it's a buzzword in a way, but it also has a very deep meaning. When you say you are digitizing things, it means essentially that you are bringing things to automation, or shall I say computerization. And so you look at it in very many aspects, because these things, talking about digitization, should cause total changes in the behavior of organizations. So for example, if you say an aspect of your business is going through digitalization or digitization, what you are saying essentially is that you are moving a lot of things away from manual processes to automation. And as of today, the peak of that is when you are able to even use what we call artificial intelligence to operate. And that tells you that some things that human beings used to be in the exclusive preserve. What do we mean by intelligence? Intelligence means ability to learn from experience. And so that's what machines didn't have before. So you could say machines had knowledge that you told them, but now you can now see machines who are learning from their own experiences. So you tell them something new, they now say, oh, hang on, I didn't know that before. It becomes part of their knowledge base. Such that the next time you are interacting with them, the knowledge base has expanded and they will be able to give you. So, and then you have a situation where the learning is infinite, it's continuous. So you now realize that actually, not only can machines do better than humans, they can actually completely give even human feelings in a number of instances. And that's the peak of digitization. Well, so what's the meaning of a disruption? A disruption simply means, a sudden change in the way things have been done. Right, so if you look at, there have been several disruptions in the landscape over the years. And I gave examples. The introduction of ATMs was a disruption. You couldn't withdraw. ATM is a human being, more or less. It does what a human being does. Dispenses cash to you. You go there, you give it a code, it asks you how much you want, and that's a disruption. It changes the way things were being done on the status quo basis. And so, however, when people, you see, one of the things I however see, and again, there are several schools of thoughts about this. I don't think, well, this is my belief, that people start out to say, I'm going to disrupt something. I think, on the other hand, that people actually see what's going on and say, I want to improve, or I want to change certain things and rearrange. And then when such a thing happens, the outcome is a disruption. However, impressively, Nigeria has been an interesting case because for some time the central bank itself has been at the forefront of leading positive change. That's very funny, very interesting. Usually what happens is that operators take the lead, and then you know what regulators actually do? Regulators are to create boundaries. Hey, you cannot do that. I mean, if you are playing football, what do referees do? They have their yellow card, they have their red card. You cannot do that. They blow the whistle. You cannot do that. That's the job of regulators. However, it is the beauty of operators to innovate and see what is possible. It is the job of regulators to say, you cannot do that. So regulators create limits ordinarily. But I think the Central Bank of Nigeria, in very interesting terms, reinvented itself some years ago and became a lot more consultative with the operators, such that they knew what the operators wanted to do early enough. In the past, it used to be all the time the central bank, if you received a letter from the central bank, it was a query. But I think today it's a different ballgame. There's a lot more collaboration, so that I would say that beautiful disruptions are coming both from the regulator's standpoint and from the operator's standpoint. But I think a lot more is expected, and it's actually happening from the operator's standpoint. Well, again, these are very interesting questions you've asked. You see, if you take a look at government statistics, you read something. But if you took a look at street statistics, you see something completely different. While the government would like you to believe that they are doing something smart, on the streets, I think I see a contrary picture. And you see that it's very interesting how things are happening. So, for example, look at education in Nigeria. The government would like to tell you that they are doing a lot of things, and they tell you about their children feeding program and stuff like that. But have you seen the statistics of out-of-school children? Nigeria has a very high number of out-of-school children. And that tells you that this country is sitting on a keg of gunpowder. That's education directly. Now, the government wants me to believe that they are doing a whole lot on agriculture as well. And I laugh. We don't even know what the facts are anymore. I cannot trust my government. Because while government tells me, the factories in Thailand are shutting down because Nigeria has stopped importation of rice. An independent report says that Nigeria still remains a very high importer of rice. So how am I supposed to understand what's going on? Whereas I heard the Prime Minister of Israel speak on the impact of digitization on agriculture, then you see a nation that really understands what they are doing, because they are able, listen to this, very interesting, they are able to track every crop and know in specific terms which one needs what quantity of water, which one needs what quantity of fertilizer, and what type of fertilizer. That's what capacity of technology can do. And you want to compete with them. These guys will give you yield, high yield on the very small land. Look, we are just a bunch of jokes in this country because we do not understand what other people are doing. I mean, look at what we are doing. Heck, you're still talking about herdsmen. And you are talking about cattle routes. Give me a break. How much beef are we producing in the first instance? You go to Botswana, you go to Argentina. Is this the way it is being done? Other countries are using technology. Their cows are yielding, milk yields are very high. The meat yields are very high using technology, and then we are still at this primitive, primordial level, and we are talking about these kind of things. It breaks my heart. And the real bigger issues are that these things are happening not for lack of competence. Let nobody be deceived. Nigerians have competence. What we need is a leadership, first of all, that has a clear strategy and has competence and are disciplined. Then perhaps we can begin to talk about the possibilities of digitization on anything. And I'm going to say this on the last note. So take a look at the IT industry. For me, it's very sad as a captain in the industry, until we understand that actually the potential and the capacity of nations lies in the heads and minds of human beings and not under the ground. It's a country going nowhere.
Wow, that was our tech personality of the week, and we really do hope you found some of those information quite useful. All right, for comments and observation, reach us on the numbers and emails now showing on your screen. On behalf of the production crew, thanks for watching. I'm Don Pedro Agambi. I'll see you again.